$1 million. I know. Like the movie, it's not as much as it used to be. But don't tell me you turn it down. In fact, tell me what you do with it. Hello, everyone, and welcome once again to the Video Call-In Show. You know what that is. That's the show that invites you to be a live studio guest on this program at any time. Talk about anything you'd like to talk about. Could be the topic of the day, could be current events, could be the weather, could be personal promotions, anything you want to. Just call up and talk to old Jim. That is me. I am your host. My job for the next hour or so is to listen and learn to and about you. And I want to welcome you to the show. Joining is real easy. All you've got to do is point your browser to zoom.us, click on join a meeting, and then when it asks for it, enter that meeting number. You will show up in my green room and I'll bring you up first come, first serve. I should mention really quickly, if that sounds like content that is cool or you'd like to be on the show or sometime, by all means, hit that subscribe button right now and ring that bell so you don't miss a show. We're on every Sunday through Thursday, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, as well as Friday mornings, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tonight's topic idea, I should say, has been brought to us by View This. Most of us know Tony at View This. View This is the channel that recommends those YouTube channels that you're not likely to find on your own. That is View This. Don't miss it. Go over and check out Tony's channel. It's fantastic. Like I said, he finds channels that you're just not going to find. He found me. I don't know if that's saying anything, but he found me. Congrats on 1K. If I haven't already congratulated you, Tony. I see he's not here yet, but hey, that's okay. He'll catch wind, I'm sure. So anyway, windfall. Tony, I had a show back when, and it was all about what would you do if you won the lottery? Well, what would you do if you had $1 million drop into your lap? Tony's idea was good because lottery is one thing. You can't even put a price on it. This actually puts a price on it. So you'd have to be pretty, I would say, frugal. You'd have to be pretty cognizant of how much that amount is, what you could do with it, what you needed to do with it. And of course, I'll go over mine here in a minute. But before I do that, let's say hello to some of these good people who have decided to join us tonight. Bob Dip, welcome to the show, my friend. Jesse Mendez is back. Nice to see you, buddy. And we've got Brad from Drone Kings in Darwin. Says, you won $1 million, Bob Dip. Please see a video call Sheila to collect. No. No, Brad. No. That's not going to happen. Wisco Styles back in the house. How you doing, Jared? Good to see you, man. It's been a while. JNC No Limit TV. Hello to you, my friend. The Mushroom Maiden. Welcome. Stacking Stormtrooper. How you doing, buddy? Sorry again for dropping that link in the chat. I was actually on Crystal, who is the next one there. I was on her stream, and she wanted me to drop a link, and I was watching both of you guys at the same time, so I dropped it in yours by mistake. Crystal, how you doing? Good to see you, hon. Oh man, I'm gonna have a show on fairly soon. That is, we were all stupid at one point because we all do stupid things. No matter how. Here's a great example, and I'll give you I'll give a preview of it. Who among us has not been driving and had to yell at another driver thinking that driver had no clue what they were doing? Well, yeah, guilty as charged. And yet at the same time, we all make stupid mistakes. Stupidity does not discriminate. Susan Hamilton, how you doing? Been on Adventures. Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. I'm getting good condition short school bus. They built it out exactly. Oh, really? Wow. So you're actually moving even from the van you're in now. That's awesome. Miscast Entertainment, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Good to see you. Did I miss anybody? Patty Broussard, welcome to the show, my friend. Inspired John, how you doing? How you doing? Welcome to the show, guys. I appreciate it. By the way, line them up if you guys just want to talk, just 2 sentences on how you would spend $1 million if it just, I'm going to say, fell in your lap. It may not be certainly not a lamp dance. And by the way, these are all ones. It looks cool, but these are all ones. And no, I'm not going to a strip club later. Oh man. So yeah, come on up, and even if you want to just 2 sentences on what you would do, that is fine. Tim Timmons, how you doing? Hello, what I would do with $1 million is buy a house, pay my bills, and throw the biggest party Wisconsin's ever seen. Well, I'm sure Jared would be there. Hell, you better invite me, man. I'd make the trip for that. That sounds like a good time. Now, me, I think what I would do with $1 million, if it were just to fall in my lap, and let's assume for a moment that the government cannot get their grubby little hands on that bag of cash. So really, about 140 million dropped in your lap because they're likely to take 30, 40% of it. The bastards. So let's just assume that taxes have already been paid. I would do something very similar. I'd pay off my house, one, and then I would move into the house that I want, with more land and enough room for a shop. And you guys got to check out tomorrow's show. I'm actually going to talk about being handy and what I did over the weekend, which I'm quite proud of. But yeah, I would invest a great deal of it, like Inspired John has said. That would depend on how I got the $1 million. Would it now, Bob? Hmm. Hmm. Oh, wow. I hadn't thought about how you got the $1 million. But one of the things I would do immediately is set up a fund for my grandchild. Absolutely. I would also set up a uh, start a substantial retirement fund for my child and his wife, and allow them to grow that. The rest of it, I would invest. Absolutely, probably start a business. I would invest in a business, which is kind of my MO anyway. I'm a serial entrepreneur as it stands, and I have no shortage of some successful, some not so successful businesses in my past, most of which do not exist anymore. I have one business that has stood the test of time, although it's running through hard times right now, that I've had since, well, I actually started in 94. I got serious about it in 98, and it's been running ever since. And I even have some business ideas on the back burner as I speak, which means that who knows? You guys will actually get to be a part of some of these ideas that I'm kicking around in the head. And and when they come to, actually, one is already going on. One is already started. I just have to flesh it out. I got to finish the business plan, finish some of the small details, and then she will be live. And I actually will talk to you guys about it a lot. Jesse Mendez says, at 69, I'm not sure if I would be able to spend it all. Oh, Jesse, I bet if you put your mind to it, you could. Think of Richard Pryor and Brewster's Millions. He had, what was it, 30 million to spend to get 100 million, something like that. But you would have something to show for it, Jesse. Yeah, $1 million ain't what it used to be, but it certainly is. It's still a good chunk of cash. We think of $1 million not being as much as it used to be because of inflation. And they used to say most people will never make $1 million their entire life. Nowadays, that's not the case, but it takes several years to get that $1 million. So I don't know. I'm torn on that. I think there's ample opportunity to turn that money into more money. I mean, that is the smart thing to do, really. Well, let's find out. Let's find out from our first guest. Perhaps doesn't have to. You don't have to. We don't have to talk about $1 million at all. But you're more than likely. It'll do, donkey. It'll do. It'll do, donkey. It'll do. I can't even do that right. Yeah, but that is a substantial chunk of money that not only would come in handy, but certainly be of use. And let's see. Very good. I do not see your camera or your microphone, my friend. So as we wait for Miscast, I will just continue to ramble on. $1 million motorhome I couldn't afford to operate. Well, Jesse, here's the thing. Don't get $1 million one. Get a $500,000 one. Then you've got $500,000 to operate it. Just a thought, man. Just I'm trying to help you out. Here's a little advice though. I entered this with a caveat. Never take financial advice from someone who makes less than you do. You heard it here first, kids. Leave the nerd. How you doing? Good to see you, my friend. Ben, did I say hello? If I didn't, I apologize. How you doing, Ben? Good to see you. Miscast. I still don't see you, bud. In the lower left panel of your Zoom interface, you should have a microphone and camera. Those up arrows you should be able to click on and choose the correct camera, be it your laptop camera or an external camera you've got hooked up. Same way for the microphone. That little arrow will help you choose a microphone and a speaker. So I see your microphone. I don't hear you though. There we go. There's Vigeo. Can you hear me? Oh, and you'll have to mute the YouTube video, by the way.
Yeah, I got it. You don't have me?
Oh, yes, I do now. I do now. How you doing, man?
Vigeo?
I'm an AVE. I'm an AVE fan, man. Do you know AVE?
Oh.
If you guys don't know AVE, get to know AVE.
But now I can't hear you.
Oh, you can't hear me at all? I've changed nothing. That is a cool mask.
I'm having a hard time. I'm going to take this helmet. It's not fun.
Yeah, you'll have to mute the YouTube video.
I was coming from Thermopylae, so.
Oh, I know, man. 300. Well, who were you? Leonidas?
I have a massive delay.
Yeah, you're listening to the YouTube video. You'll have to mute it and listen to the Zoom only. So mute the YouTube video.
I'm not getting any audio though from.
Click that microphone on the bottom left-hand side of the Zoom interface, and you'll see a little microphone. If you click that arrow, you'll be able to choose your speakers, and it might just be your speakers out of your PC or laptop in the Zoom interface.
Oh, here we go.
There we go.
I see now. Let's see. Sorry, guys.
No, don't worry about it, man. Don't worry about it. That's the nice part. Hey, Above and Beyond Drone. How you doing, Jim?
I have never used this program before. So...
Oh, you haven't used Zoom?
No.
Well, welcome to the world of Zoom. The teleconferencing software of the future.
It is a total pleasure to be on. I just want to say.
Well, I'm glad you're on, man. Good to see you.
Everybody in the chat, I love you all as well. Thanks, Jim, for having me.
They're such good people. Such good people. So did you want to talk about what you might do with $1 million, or did you want to talk about something else? Because the floor is yours, my friend.
What would I do with $1 million? Well, I would start a business. I mean, that's really easy.
Yeah.
I would take all that money and I would invest it into a company, buy a bunch of equipment, hire some cool people, and make some really awesome content.
Oh, I like it, man. I like it a lot.
Most definitely.
So would it be like a multimedia development company, or would it be say a YouTube specific, or?
Well, Miscast Entertainment is not just a YouTube channel. It's actually a corporation. It's incorporated. So I would pump it straight into that, and I would start making some little movies.
Oh, that's awesome, dude.
Yeah,
that
man.
Is awesome. We can all dream.
What would you do with it? I was trying to catch you, but I was also setting up at the same time. So what would you do with it? You said you would invest it in your kids and
yeah,
also a business, right?
Yes, absolutely. First thing I would do is set my grandchild up. and then I would help my child and his wife at least get started. I mean, they're already started. They've taken my advice, but you know, every little bit helps, right? Like almost like
Yeah.
a trust fund. So when I pass, they'd have something to hang on. And then yeah, with the rest of it, I would certainly invest in a business for sure. Like I
Yeah, it's
said,
the way to go.
yeah,
I mean,
I'm a serial entrepreneur, which you can probably relate.
a serial entrepreneur. That can also be a bad thing. Like a
Well,
bunch of failed attempts like Edison or like a bunch of successful attempts.
I'd say 50-50.
50-50.
Yeah, yeah,
Same here.
yeah,
Same
down
here.
500. But you know that's the thing. I mean, you can't stop trying once you have a
No
failure or two.
way.
Yeah.
No way. I
Um,
hear you.
what was that famous quote from Edison? Something like most people are only one try away from success, and so many stop before they actually get to that point. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
always never wanted to be in that position.
I hear you. I mean, but as life goes on, you got to keep it going, and life gets a little tough sometimes. But it's the people that keep pursuing the dream, even though failure incurs itself, that succeed.
Yes,
So
absolutely. Those that are too easily defeated remain
yeah,
defeated. And
yep,
you got to keep trying, man. We only have so many rides on this ball around the sun. You got to make the most of it.
that's right. And the sun's only got so many rides around the galaxy.
That's right. That's right. Hopefully that one doesn't end until I'm long gone.
I think you got some time.
I hope so. Well, of course we wouldn't know, right? Poof. It could end right now, right in the middle of my show. Don't be scared, people. We're okay.
Doctor Who would know.
Yes, Doctor Who.
I just want to shout out some people in the chat. Can I do that? Is that
You
cool?
can absolutely. I've missed it. Let me recognize a few more people. I saw that Ed Flash in Your Pan is in. How you doing, Ed? Good to see you. Crap, my dad makes me watch. Did I see him? Yep.
Yes.
Adam's in
Drone
here.
Kings.
Drone Kings. Yep. Brad. He was actually second to comment tonight. They're great
Uh,
people.
there's so many awesome, amazing people in the chat. I mean, we spend a lot of time like roaming the internet together,
Yes.
commenting on each other's stuff. The creation level is epic.
Oh, I know, right? I know. And we're all
I
waiting.
started seeing you like a couple of like maybe 2 months ago, and you have blown up, man. You're awesome.
Thanks, man. Appreciate
Yeah.
that. Appreciate that. It's not on the level of that Van gal, whatever her name was, but hey, I'm happy with it.
Who, Van Gal?
Yeah, that gal who is living in a van who has like a white snake, a white boa.
I literally just heard about her today. Like,
Oh,
explain this to me. Who
it,
is this person? I need
it's
to check this.
yeah, it's unbelievable. Somebody type in her name in the chat if you would. It's like Eileen something. But anyway, very attractive young gal who just put up two videos, dude, two videos, and she went from 0 to 1.5 million subscribers in a week or two. Literally
Holy cow.
1.5 million subscribers.
What?
Janelle, that's it. Janelle something or other. Yeah, you'll have
Oh,
to
I
check
will
it out.
definitely have to check. I'll just put in like white snake lady. I'm sure she'll come up.
Oh, probably. Yeah. Well, living in a van, skyrocketing, or something like that. You'll find it. I mean, it's all over the interwebs. In fact, a lot of people are jumping on that bandwagon, making videos about her success using,
All right.
all of those keywords associated with her. I get it. it's
Sure.
it's a tactic. I get it, but it's funny to watch it happen. Yeah, van
It's all
life.
about the taglines, man.
It is. It absolutely is. They're throwing it down heavy in those titles. And of course, the
Oh,
thumbnails, I got to use hers as well.
yeah.
Oh man,
Yeah.
but
You got to ride that wave, man.
got to. Bob Dip wants to know what she was doing with that snake. It's her pet. Relax,
Maybe you
Bob.
can get her on here sometime. That would be freaking awesome.
That would be. I should write. Yeah, I should write her. I'm gonna do
I
that.
just actually contacted Carl Urban's publicist tonight.
Did you?
See if I can get her on my show. Or
Nice.
get him. I'm sorry. I was like, I'm a small little YouTuber, but I thought the boys was awesome. Hook me up. I got a show on Friday nights. Who knows? You never know.
You
You
never
don't
know.
know unless you try, right?
Exactly, and that goes back to that entrepreneurial spirit, man.
Yeah.
You gotta have the nads to go after that.
That's right.
You know, what would be cool is to have her and Crystal Vanner on. I don't know if you're familiar with Crystal Vanner. She's an old friend of the show. She was on many moons ago, but she's been on several panels as well. And she's a gal who lives in a van almost exclusively. She did stay with her son for a while. Doing quite well, doing very well. And she's fun to talk to. That would be
What's with
great.
people living in vans, though?
It's like all the rage. It's
Is
like
it
all,
really?
yeah, and maybe that's how this gal got all those subscribers. I don't know, but
Right?
it is all the rage.
That's awesome, though. I mean, I heard the snake girl gets to travel around the country. She gets a lot of time off work.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Has a lot of time to do this stuff, and I think that's pretty awesome.
Oh, I do too.
I would live in a like a Winnebago or something and roll around, space ball it around the country.
Oh, I would too. We just bought a camper, and I already thought of that, and I'm like, well, no, I can't give up all my material goods.
Yeah, right.
I'm a material slut, as after all.
Can't give it all away.
Can't give it all away. Yeah,
No way.
I keep thinking like, what would I do with all this stuff? Jesus. Then I couldn't do my show. That would bum me out. But I could if my life were different, I could definitely live out of a wheeled vehicle without
There's still
question.
time. You know, when the bones start to get rickety, that's when you want to get out there and like travel the country. You know, maybe like find a land bridge and hit the old Europe side too.
Oh, you're gonna wait for a while on that one.
Hey, I've been thinking about this for a long time.
Sounds like it.
Hey, what's that behind you? What's that? The rifle?
Oh, the 1820 Harper's Ferry.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is an original Harper's Ferry 1820 flintlock that my grandfather owned. Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yep. The
Nice.
problem with it is though, it's been sawn. They cut it short.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah. So it's not worth
oh,
as much as, your standard Harper's Ferry is. But man, I tell you, the stock and the action are in great shape.
it still fires?
Oh, I don't know. I wouldn't trust myself to throw a ball in there, honestly.
I was just wondering. I'd shoot 3-gun competitions, so
Really?
kind of into firearms a little bit.
Cool. Cool. As am I. Uh,
Yes. Well, every time I watch you, I notice that thing. I always wanted to ask you what it was.
yeah, I get a lot of comments on that. That and the Applebee's threw up wall behind me. But that is probably the most asked about. Oh, did you see uh, the framed? Oh, what are the keychain guns? Let me go
I
back to
can't.
let me go back to me full screen.
Okay.
They
Oh, you
are.
got a drum set back there, man.
Oh, sure.
Nice.
Two of them actually. This one over here is
Sweet.
electronic, and this one over here is
Oh, whoa! I didn't even see that one. The plant like camouflaged it.
yeah, no, right. Yeah, this
Nice.
this one over here is the acrylic set I built. Well, actually part of it because that's set up in a cocktail configuration.
Super
I
cool,
I
man.
sing and it
Man of
sucks.
many talents.
Thanks. I sing and I hate to be back in that little drum pocket, looking at nothing but guitar asses. So I so I decided to build a cocktail kit. So when we're at a relatively small venue, I'm as tall as they are.
Awesome, man. Super cool. It's like psychologically awesome.
Psychologically awesome. I don't know if I take that as a compliment or not. Well, let me go back to both of us. We don't need to see
Well, the
me
drummer
for
he's the guy that keeps the band in play, but
yeah,
he's hidden. I understand. Or
yeah,
she,
yeah,
you know.
yeah. And we're behind cymbals and sitting down, and no one sees us. And it's like hell. I've had sound guys. When I start my song, they'll still have me on backup level. And it's like no, you know. Not only can I not hear myself, nobody can hear me out there. And it's like
Yeah,
oh shit, the
I hear
drummer's
you.
back there singing.
Are you in a band too?
I'm in one now, which is a no name band. It used to be four of my childhood friends, literally, and that's saying
Nice.
something, seeing how we're all in our mid 50s. That broke up. My bass player left, but I'm still playing with two of them, and we just got another bass player. So we're thinking of we're not going to go with the same band name or anything. It'll just be a new band, and
All right.
and I was in an Irish rock band that I really loved, but
Sweet.
Yeah, you know how bands go. They're like bad
Oh yeah,
marriages. Yeah,
they're fickle.
they are fickle.
Yeah.
Somebody gets their feelings hurt, and boom, they're gone.
Oh yeah.
Damn it.
I come from a background of many friends that are in many bands, and they always like go in and out of each other. You know, like, oh, we're starting back up again. Oh, we hate each other again. Oh, we're starting back up again. Oh, we got a new lead singer. Oh, we hate each other again. Oh, we're starting up again. You know, it's like the wave, man.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And that's happened every band I've ever been in, at least at one point or another. And it hasn't been that long, but man, that's just how that goes. Do you play an
Yeah.
instrument?
I just started. I just picked up the tin whistle, and it's another instrument that I will never play, but I thought I was gonna play when I bought it. So now I have a guitar, a violin, and a tin whistle that are great decorations.
Oh man,
You won't be able to tell, but my grandmother is straight 100% O'Malley from County Mayo, Ireland.
ah.
So I got a bit of the old Irish whistle in my head,
Well,
but I can't play it to save my life.
well, let me ask you this: what was your goal with that? Were you actually going to try to learn and play in a band or something?
No, I wanted. Well, I just got it actually like a week ago,
Oh,
so I
okay.
can't give up on it yet. I'm just telling you my track record.
Good. We have an establishing shot here.
My goal with it is to it's a something I could keep in my back pocket or like a cargo pants pocket.
Mhm.
I can just like pull out somewhere. My whole family is like a bunch of musicians, and all my friends are musicians. So it'd be cool if I could whip something out and do something. And I like to whistle with my lips,
Mhm.
like with an actual instrument. It would be all right. I
Yeah.
failed with everything else. Come on, you know, it's persistence, man.
Persistence is key. Persistence is key. Only when it becomes physically untenable, you have to give it up. Like guitar for me, man. I did the same thing you did. I've got two guitars upstairs. No, three. And they are all fantastic knickknacks now because my arthritis would not allow me to play for more than 5 minutes at a time. So I just
Oh man,
stopped
sorry
trying
to
to
hear
learn.
that.
Yeah, it happens. It happens. You know,
Drone,
you.
Drone Kings is saying his daughter plays the violin.
Mhm.
She's gonna have an exam on it. Like you have exams on violins.
they,
uh,
they must down under.
Bob Dip is saying try a squeeze box. I don't even want to know what that is. Isn't that like what you call like the like what do you call it, the
It's
Scottish
no, it's one of those.
bagpipe?
It's one of those poor man's accordions.
Oh, an accordion. All right.
Yeah, but it's one of the real time small ones. You know, they just fit between your hands, and you're not wearing it over your shoulder or anything. I believe that's what
Oh,
he's
all
talking about.
right.
Yeah, Mama's got a
I couldn't
squeeze box.
squeeze the squeeze box into my pocket there though, Bob.
No, you couldn't. Ooh, Jesse's got a great point. Harmonica.
I tried harmonica. I'm actually not too bad with that. All you have to do is breathe,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
and
and
move it side to side.
be able to discern notes.
I'm playing like I couldn't play that either. Like, hey, I'm just not. I've got a piano too, and that thing sits there and collects dust. So,
Oh, forgot about my piano.
see,
I've,
not the only one.
no, no, you're not the only one with a musical graveyard.
That's a great word for it there. Graveyard.
And we're not the only ones with musical graveyards either, I'm sure. Absolutely. Kazoo.
No.
Oh, Bob.
A kazoo. You know, if you mess that up, you really suck.
Yeah, yeah, no kidding.
You can't even play a note on that thing.
Oh man, I should bring out one of the party favors. That's almost a kazoo.
I just bought my mom a banjo. She's trying to play the banjo, so
Oh man, I hear that's a really difficult instrument to learn.
super difficult and surprisingly really popular lately. I got a
Really?
couple friends that are picking it up. It's
I'll be
crazy.
I'll be damned. I'll be damned.
Like Deliverance is gonna like go nationwide here shortly.
I want to see yeah, I want to see her play like Steve Martin.
Oh man, he's apparently really good.
He is really good on the banjo.
He does like lessons online or something too, right?
Oh, does he? I didn't know that.
I saw a couple ads for like banjo lessons on Facebook like 6 months ago
Oh,
from
wow.
Steve Martin.
Times must be tough in the movie biz.
He hasn't made a movie in like what, 10 years or
Oh,
something.
God
Like,
only knows. I don't remember the last one he made. I've loved most of them, but I don't remember the last one he made.
right?
Wow.
It's been like a decade.
Yep. Hopefully he's banging the cash with with online lessons.
Oh, I'm sure that he's got like a good kitty set aside.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah. Yeah. I always loved that guy, and from back in the '70s when his album first came out. Jesus, I could
Yeah.
almost recite it verbatim.
Yeah.
Yes, and he
And
is a really good
the
magician.
jerk is almost all about like just him and music, like the dancing and stuff. White boys can't dance.
Yeah. You mean I'm gonna stay this color forever? One of my favorite movies of all time.
It is epic.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. I think that crap my dad makes me watch should review that next.
You should. Well, oh, he has his boys do it, and it might, Iron Balls McGingy might get in the way.
Is it? I haven't seen it in a while. Is it like? Oh yeah, I guess. Oh yeah,
Yeah, I think
yeah,
it was rated R back then. It's probably
yeah,
PG material now, PG-17 maybe, but yeah, I
yeah.
don't know.
It's probably off limits.
Well, you could always get the television version
Or the airplane version.
or the airplane version. You should do that for Exorcist. One of my favorite television lines of all time, redubs, is "Your mother sucks socks that smell." That's not what Reagan said in The Exorcist.
Surprisingly, that has got some of the most twisted lines I've ever heard in a movie. Still to this day,
No
like
kidding.
there are some really bad lines. They
There
really
are.
went all out, and for the time, that was epic.
Oh, dude.
So
People were freaking the hell out about that movie back in the day.
yeah,
And it came out, I think I might have been, I don't know, 7 or 10, something like that.
it was
People,
72, 73.
yeah, yeah, people were freaking the hell out. Calls for banning it, Of course, every religious institution was adamantly against it.
Sure.
But people would go and they'd pass out, and EMTs be called to the movie theaters. It was brutal.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like even now, like watching some of the scenes, like when Reagan, unleashes urine onto the carpet. That alone is a very disturbing scene.
It is. It really
you
is.
know,
And the crab walk. Do you remember the crab walk in the uncut version?
I only saw that, yeah, in the uncut version. I never saw that in the original. I
Yeah, I
don't know if it
know.
was in the original.
I couldn't tell you, but I remember seeing that for the first time. I know it wasn't on the first DVD I bought of it because I've got two of them. It's one of my favorite all time horror story movies.
Oh, sure.
But it
Yeah,
was on
she
the
really
second one.
did that, by the way.
Yeah.
That was a real practical walk. Like
Hmm.
that wasn't fake. They just sped it up.
Yeah. 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 Freaky as hell, dude. I've
Yeah.
got I've got goosebumps as we speak of it.
Yeah. Yeah, that movie's no joke.
What a great show. What a great show.
Indeed. Well, thanks for having me on. This is a really fun time, man. I really
Dude,
appreciate this.
thanks for coming on. I appreciate you being here, man. I really do. Um, I know. See, this is the thing. I've seen you in the chat before. I know I went to your channel. I know I rang the bell, and I have yet to get one notification from you. That happened, or not from you, but from YouTube. That happens to me all the time.
Um, YouTube
Sucks.
has a tendency to turn that bell off. Like I've had to turn yours on like 3 times now, and
Damn.
several other people that I constantly want like notifications from. It
Hmm.
just keeps shutting off. So you have to keep checking. I don't know why that happens, but it's a common thing. So
Yeah, it is. And you would think since they rolled that out, they'd have their shit together.
yeah.
Oh well.
No, I think there's like if you don't actively like click on those notifications like at a certain amount of time, it shuts it off automatically.
You
That's the
could,
only thing I can think of.
yeah, you could be
Um,
right, but see, I never got one from you. That's what flips me
oh,
out, right?
that's weird.
Yeah, because I know some that I want to go back and see, and they'll come by my pop out notifications, and I don't have enough time, and they may go away after a while, but they still show up on my recommended page. You're not even showing up on the recommended page, and that pisses me off because
Well,
it's
maybe that's
happened.
why I only have 300 and some subscribers after a year. Maybe YouTube's adamantly trying to attack me.
Oh, maybe they are. I wouldn't put it past them, man. I wouldn't put it
Nah.
past them.
Hey,
They're
we're on every Friday with new guests, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time.
glad you said that.
I would
Glad you
like to
said
have you guys on there, like sometimes, like, are you and some of the people here? Hey, it's all about creators creating and talking about creators creating.
I
That's
would
all.
I
All
would
we
be
do.
more than happy to, man. More than happy
I would
to.
love to have you on. That would be awesome.
Well, my email address is right there at the bottom of every screen. You see the little icons? Buried in
Uh,
there is my email address. So any of my
yeah. No,
videos,
I'll hit you up. I'll
yeah,
find it. I'll figure it out.
yeah, drop me a line, man. We'll set something up. I'd be more than happy. What'd you say, every Friday?
Every Friday, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time.
Eastern Standard Time. Um, yeah, we'll have to gingerly approach that because Fridays are really tough for me. That's why I don't do Friday nights anymore. But one Friday night when I'm just hanging out, I'd be happy to, dude.
Yeah, let's coordinate. We'll figure it out.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. Do you go by first name on your show at all?
Excuse me?
Do you go by a first name at all? Do you reveal your first name on your show?
Oh, yeah. William
William,
Davis Moore. There's the whole shebang
the
right
whole
there.
shebang. Well, William Davis Moore, man. So you don't go
Yeah.
by Bill, you go by William?
Uh, my family and friends from like back in the day called me Billy,
Hmm.
and everybody from like my adulthood on calls me like William and Will. So it doesn't matter.
I'll stay in the W can't, Will.
That's the thing with William. It's got so many iterations that it's hard to keep track of.
That is so true. That is so true.
But I'm good with everything. So whatever you want to choose, I'm good.
Cool. Well, thanks, William. Again, thanks for coming on the show and thanks for inviting me on. We will definitely do that.
Most definitely.
All right. Take care, bud.
Yeah, you too. I'll see you in the chat.
All righty. Sounds good. Awesome. What a great guy. He's right though. Damn it. Yeah, type something real fast, Will. I wanna make sure that I go over there and ring that bell. By the way, guys, this is what I was talking about, and the the banner is misleading, but this is AVE. If you're into if you're into Canadian humor and people who like to take tools apart and find out how they're made, AVE is the guy for you. No relation, no affiliation, none of that. Living Yes, how you doing? Outdoorsy Gal, oh, how you doing, babe? Appreciate it. Hey, Tony, I already plugged your channel, man. This was your suggestion, my friend. Did I miss anybody else? Silver Trooper, welcome. Good evening to you, my friend. Graham Stacker, good to see you. Anyone at all? Oh, Susan Hamilton. Yeah, I'm sorry. Didn't get to see you leaving, Susan. Have a good evening. Thanks for being here, and I believe Ed had to go too. Ed, thanks for being here, buddy. If you watch this later, you'll catch that. This is exactly like the lottery show. Nobody wants to come up and actually say what they want to do for $1 million. Thanks to Will for doing that. But hey, that's okay. That is okay. I think I'm going to call it an evening then. I know it's short, but that's how it is. That is how it is. I don't have much more to say. I got a lot of things to do tomorrow. Oh, Bob from Muscle Car Appraisal. Hey, doing Living Yes. That's who that is. Okay, there's Miscat Entertainment for you guys who want to check him out. I'm just checking to see what's going on here. Yeah, it's literally rang. Boom. I will show you without touching anything. It is literally rang, and I'm not getting any notifications from you, dude. Doesn't that suck? Even when the bell's rung, I'm not getting any notifications. Hate that. Oh man. Come on, YouTube. This is your system. You've been doing this for over 10 years. Get it right. All right, folks. Listen. This will actually give me a chance to do some editing. I'm falling behind on my guest cuts. I apologize for that, but it is what it is. I want to thank Will for coming on tonight. I've been waiting for him to come on, and it's fantastic to talk to him finally, and I can't wait to go on the show. Will, I'm all about it, dude. All about it. I love your thumbnails, by the way. Love your thumbnails. Oh, and you've got your content segmented. That's awesome, dude. All right, but I think I'm going to call it a night tonight. Yes, I know editing can take forever, and especially you get 3 guests on at once, and you've got to edit all of them down into individual bites. And I'm not complaining. It just takes time, and I've got other things to do as well. But head on over to Miscast Entertainment and check him out. And of course, I'll replug Tony for you because his suggestion tonight is what I intended to do. And by the way, guys, if you have a suggestion, this is viewed this. And how can you go wrong with that friggin' awesome banner? That might be the best banner in all of YouTube. But anyway, what was I going to say? Shit, I had something anyway. Let's just do this. Tomorrow night, I'm going to go over. I want to hear about how handy you guys are. Can you build things? Can you put things together? Can you fix things? I want to know. I'll tell you a few of my stories on that, and I'll try to be brief because I know I could talk about that for hours. Narcissistic bastard that I am. But hey, it's my show. I can be anything I want to be. But thanks again to Will for coming on. Will, I'm on. I'm in. You just let us know. Oh, you want to see that banner again? All right, Chrissy wants to see the banner again. There it is. That says everything you need to know about Tony's channel. But he is literally finding channels that you can't find elsewhere, and you gotta love that. That is such a needed thing, especially when YouTube's recommended can't get things straight. Am I right? It's just so annoying. Hello, Andrew Frying Pan. Redneck Connection. How you doing? You guys have come in on the end. I think I'm going to drop this one short. Somebody's already clicked off because I've said that before and I've had this screen up. But listen, guys, thanks again for being here. I want to leave you with this. Make sure you treat others the way you would want to be treated. If we all did that, this world would be a fantastic place. Good night, and we will see you live.